Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. So I've been seeing this Trundle Caitlyn timelines Revna deck running around. I believe it first originated with Magua, and then I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers also picking it up. So I figured I will give you guys my taste of it, and I actually had a lot of fun playing with this deck. You guys know that I love timelines decks. If you guys remember from the timelines Risu combo. So I love trying this out, and I think it's actually pretty good, right? So the idea with this deck is that you play timelines, right, with Freljord, and like almost every unit that you have in this deck is gonna get some value out of timelines. But the important thing is the combo, which is the Trundle Ice Pillar. So with timelines activated, you can do Ice Pillar, and the Ice Pillar will turn into a free A drop, right? Which include the Gangplank Bow, right? Which can be very, very powerful. So yeah, there's a lot of options that you can get from Ice Pillar with timelines available. The rest of the deck also can get a lot of value from timelines, right? So you have your Boom Ba Boom, which is usually a 3/1, can turn into something better with more health, so it doesn't die to pins, while still giving you the Flame Chompers. Your Senate Urchin still gives you the draw. Your Financier still gives you that free card and turns to something potentially better. Loot Travelers is probably the best one, because at Loot Travelers, you can use the Loot Travelers, discard an opponent's card, and because the Loot Traveler stats are bad, he ends up almost 100% of the time becoming something better than the Loot Travelers. And then the new one is the Revna. So with the Revna, you actually can turn, like you could play her, right? She will buff all your cards, as well as give you a 5+ power unit, and then turn into something better that's a 6-drop card. So it ends up becoming really, really powerful, right? Unfortunately, her effect will trigger right away, so she will only buff your cards by +2/+2. You won't like take the stats of what it transforms into, but it's still really good value by considering the fact that you're gonna turn into something stronger. And yeah, the other combo that's really game breaking with this deck and that really made this deck popular months ago is the Edda Stare plus Very Nice. So this deck is able to do Very Nice and then do Edda Stairs to be able to completely blow out the opponent's board. And it ends up being really, really powerful because you can, again, you have the pillar, so you're able to do like Very Nice on the attack turn. Then you play pillar in turn 8, Edda Stairs in turn 8. You blow up the board and have 2 A-drops that are attacking for free. It's like a one-sided ruination. It's so good. It's so good. Obviously, Trundle's there, more like a pillar generator, but he is able to win his game because of his overrun. But for the most part, it's just a pillar generator. And on top of that, on top of all those combos, you also get access to burn, right? So we play triple Mystic, triple Get Excited with the Flame Chompers being our main target, but also you're able to discard additional timelines, right? Because after the first timelines, the other ones are kind of worthless. So you can use Get Excited or Senate Urchin to get rid of them. And then we also play some Thermo. So obviously Mystic and Get Excited can go to face as well as remove opponent's units, while Thermo is able to actually remove big opponent's units, which is really powerful. I do play one Piltover Tailstone because of the flexibility to be able to let us draw or be able to do Aftershock to get rid of an opponent's landmark at the right situation. And then lastly, you even have ways to protect your units with Three Sisters and Trollshan, giving you access to freeze and reducing the opponent's attack. And then we do play Caitlyn instead of Gnar, as Caitlyn can give you a lot of value, especially if she gets buffed up with Revna. She becomes a quick attack unit with 5/5 attack, with 5/5 stat line, sorry, that can push a lot of value into the opponent. So that's gonna break down of the deck. And again, you're just relying on those combos, timelines with all your units, or Edda Stairs and Very Nice. Either one are usually the ways that you end up winning the game. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the games coming up soon. And if you like the content, as always, please make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. I'll see you all at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. So in this match, we'll be going up against Sundisk. Ooh. Do we harm mulligan for the timelines when we have such a good hand? I think we do. I think if we get timelines, it's a lot better. Or if we get Revna. Revna is better. Timelines was better. Trundle was better. We didn't have any of our like a big combo pieces. We didn't even have Very Nice, so I think it's actually fine. I think it's completely fine to do it this way. The problem here is that Rhino Negation completely messes us up, right? The other funny thing here, though, is that if the opponent doesn't trigger his Sundisk by turn 8, which obviously they probably will, we can just do Edda Stairs and bait out the Rhino Negation. Get the Trundle. No Very Nice. Ice Pillar seems pretty bad to me too, because he gets rid of our units. Pack Mentality might actually be okay, because we're gonna have like big units on the field. Okay, so Chronomancer? I haven't seen people play Chronomancer. I think the opponent's playing like the weird version of this deck. With like predicts. Ah, this is odd. Obviously, we can't summon the Caitlyn, because he will eat it up by the rolling. I'm willing to summon her next turn. Okay, yeah, so opponent's going full predict. So if they're going full predict, there is a chance that we might be able to just knock them down, right? The other option is not... Like, the other option that we had is not giving him the board space. But I think we're okay. I think we have to just let it go and give him the board space. Unfortunately, don't think we can get around that. But yeah, I'm just gonna hope that the opponent cannot find his champions, their champions, and then we can just finish that way. We have Mystic and Get Excited, which is gonna be decent. Opponent really committed 2 predicts, so I guess technically they could have another predict, and that would shuffle the flash bombs away from the top of their deck. 4 cards. Oh, they're just gonna draw into it. 4 cards. They can drag the Caitlyn. Oh, and we get the combo. We get the very nice combo. So what I'm gonna do is that It That Stares is always gonna be good for us. I'm willing to block here. No timelines is a little bit annoying, but it looks like we might be okay. Opponent is looking for space for his Oh. So he gets to kill the Caitlyn here. Unless we Troll Chant, which I don't think is worth it. What if we just... No. Oh, wow. We're 1 turn off. If we have 1 more mana, we could Very Nice and It That Stares. Which would have been actually kind of funny. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm passing. So I think I'm passing. And the reason that I'm passing here... Maybe not anymore. I think we go like this. We bait out the... We threaten to kill the Seraph. We get the Seraph kill. We get the Seraph kill, which is pretty good for us. That was also very close to the top of his deck, by the way. Do we push the damage and give him the board space? I don't think we do. I think we just take it easy. Now, we do need to be careful that we didn't just die. Like, technically, there is a world where we die. Opponent summons his champion, meaning that we can Very Nice. Opponent's gonna have to have the Rattle Negation here. Otherwise, they're gonna lose. I don't think we actually do the pillar. I think we just go for It That Stares right away. So the pillar means that we lose to the 2-drop. Like, if we go pillar first and the opponent has the 2-drop, they will use it and they can win the game that way. Yeah, so there you go. So now we need to play around the 2-drop. We need to play around the 2-drop. And for us to play around the 2-drop, we're going to have to do the It That Stares, because the 2-drop will protect all his landmarks, the Soothsayer. So the Soothsayer will be way too powerful for us. This will be his 3rd Seraph, by the way. Second Seraph, sorry. This will be his 2nd Seraph. But we also kill the Sundays, which is the important part. So do you have the Rattle Negation? Yeah, there we go. He got blown out. He was expecting us for us to do the Ice Pillar first. So if they have the Soothsayer, they got blown out. And they top deck the last Seraph anyways. So the top decks the last Seraph anyways. Unfortunately for him, opponent has no good blockers here. And the Sundays is gone. So the Seraph is nice, but it's not doing damage. Quicksand is okay with me. Because whichever one he blocks with means that he now dies to a Mystic Shot. So I'm okay with that. It's crazy that the opponent actually top decked the last Seraph too. Actually, I don't know if it's top deck. I don't know why I keep saying top deck. It's I need to go back. I will need to go back and look at the video and see if he's actually came from the left side of his hand. But opponent just loses here now, right? He's gonna do the right. So he's gonna do the right arcane here to try to kill the it that stairs. Oh wait. Okay, that kills Trundle because of the Seraph. Okay, that makes sense. This is still a good blocker for everything. We have Mystic Shot to kill your Seraph, right? So we have a blocker for a Seer. I guess opponent can try to go wide with like a Seer, Seer, Seer. Like if the opponent has a second Seer. But that's not what you wanted to do. Let's do the Ice Pillar. I don't think that's what they wanted to do. Okay, so they have the second Asir now. So they have the second Asir. Again, we can always kill the Seraph. I think we pass. Opponent's gonna try to get greedy here. The problem here is that, yeah, so he's gonna get greedy with this with the Seer, but I have plenty of removal to remove his units, right? So that's why I'm okay with this, because now we just blow him out. He will be able to kill the pillar, which is kind of annoying. Ah, that's fine with me. No. Okay, so we do it like this. We do it like this. We can, guess we can do this. Actually, do I want to do it this way? What if we just do like this? I really wish I could keep my guy. I could have kept him alive, right? I could have kept him alive. We're actually a little bit of trouble now because we kind of low in value. We're actually pretty low in value. We can let that Seraph stay, right? The problem is that if the Seraph stays, he's dealing 4 to the weakest enemy, so he's actually gonna deal 4 to our. He's gonna deal 3 to our pillar. We can kill the Seraph. We can kill the Seraph by just dragging with the Senate Urchin. Second Very Nice is very tempting. I think we need to get rid of the Get Excited. I think we get rid of the Get Excited. Yeah, there you go. I think we get rid of the Get Excited, unfortunately. We can kill the Seraph, which is his last Seraph. We're still at 8 HP, have Burying Ice and 3 Sisters. I'm gonna open first. I think I'm gonna open first and make sure that we get rid of the Seraph. Opponent already also committed. Okay, well, I was gonna say, opponent already committed a second Asir, but obviously they get it again, so it's a little bit unfortunate. Wow. Do any of these actually make sense? Do any of this actually make sense? Glorious Evolution is kind of nice. But I don't know if it actually makes sense. You know what? Let's go for it. I think Glorious Evolution is the most low-cost card that I could choose. I gotta go like this. I'm gonna wait for the opponent to develop next turn before we do the Very Nice. Oh, that's unfortunate. So since he went like this, maybe we just let go of the Very Nice then. Yeah, let's let go of the Very Nice. What a tease! What a tease! We literally could have waited and been able to discard the concurrent timelines. That's actually such a tease. We just need second Trundle. We also should have done it last turn, by the way. We should have done the timelines last turn. Because now this happens, right? Now we don't get value from the Aloof Travelers. We're forced to do it now. Opponent loses the Desert Naturalist. They're still taking damage here. So we do have 3 Sisters. Opponent gets another Sand Soldier. We take this. We keep one unit alive. Opponent keeps a Soothsayer alive. We can concurrent timelines into Aloof Travelers now. Opponent has no burn. This game has become crazy. Like, I don't think this game should have been lasting this long. We need to put some pressure though, right? We need to start putting pressure ourselves. Oh, everything is reduced cost. Everything is reduced cost, so it actually ends up being worse for us. I'm gonna do it right now. Yeah, there we go. That's why I didn't mind doing it right now. Because I knew I know I'm probably always drawing like more units. We can also just lifesteal to hell with this card, right? I'm gonna do the Revna. Your Sari means that we can pull the Asir, which I think is more important. Your Sari means that we can pull the Asir. We can do the Caitlyn. Opponent's gonna do Unravel Earth. That's okay. Okay, so this is pretty good for us. Let's go Caitlyn. And then Bamboo Boombaboon. We're literally gonna heal completely, right? And that's game. Yeah, the triple Aloof Travelers to save the game there. Triple Aloof Travelers to save the game. I can't believe this game lasted so long. We killed the Sun Disc so long ago, right? Wow, that was a pretty good game. GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Viego Shurima. So opponent is playing some Viego Shurima here. We don't get the timelines, but we do get the Revna. Now, let's go for timelines. We didn't get it, but the Aloof Travelers are really good, right? Aloof Travelers can hit the Hydrobind. Maybe I should have actually kept the Revna. Aloof Travelers can hit the Hydrobind. We get the Very Nice, and now we just need the Stairs. Opponent does have Rider Negation though, so we just lose into the Rider Negation. Thermo is also very good, right? Because Thermo can kill his Viego. I guess opponent will always have Hourglass, right? To stop the Thermo. Just a little bit scary to do it. Aloof Travelers can hit Viego, or it can hit their Vengeance, or it can hit the Hydrobind. A little bit unfortunate that we got this turn. I mean, could I just done it last turn to block? I kind of like the Harsh Winds, to be honest. That's a world where we actually need to do this. Where we actually need to stop. Like, that way, Harsh Wind means that we never have to worry about Atrocity, right? Because we can always hit the Atrocity. Alright, let's start looking for it. Vengeance, okay, so no Hydrobind in his hand. He only top decked that Vengeance. So unfortunate for us, he just top decked that right now to stop the Aloof Travelers from potentially hitting Viego. Because it should be Hydrobind, Vengeance, and Viego, right? I guess Atrocity, but we know they don't have Atrocity. We know they don't have the Hydrobind unless they top deck in next turn. Meaning that we should be okay to like do a lot of stuff. I'm fine attacking here, to be honest. Opponent will just block here, which is fine with me. It does mean that he gets to push 4 damage, which is kind of annoying. Have we ever... No timelines is kind of annoying, to be honest. No timelines is kind of annoying. We finally get it. Viego here will be a problem for us because that's a lot of fearsome attackers. Doesn't do the Viego. If he predicts into the Viego, we can actually, quote-unquote, potentially kill him. I like the concurrent timelines into Aloof Travelers now because he's so much value. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is so much value, right? Because this is going to turn into something else. We are going to just take the 4s from here. So I think we're just going to take the 4. Is there a world where he ever Rider Negations this? Okay, I was going to say, the opponent was thinking about that for too long. I was worried that he was going to do Rider Negation there. I guess not worried, but... He's going to Battle Feast now, which means that now we get the access to the Aloof Travelers, giving us the Fearsome blocker, which gives us the Yodel Captain, which we actually want to keep instead. And there goes the Merciless Hunter. So opponent has no Viego in their hand. Wow.
We love it when they run.
We always have mana for Troll Shan, right? To save. So we can Troll Shan to save the Yoro Captain. But what are we getting rid of? Thermo can be so good. I think it's actually Get Excited. I think we actually get rid of the Get Excited. So now we have fearsome blockers for everything. That's a still Merciless Hunter. Opponent has no Viego, no Hydrovine, no Vengeance. We can even... So we block here, we block here. Yeah, you know what? I don't care about losing this guy. I think I'm just going to trade like this. I was thinking if I want to save this guy, but I think we just stop the damage and call it a day. Not like I need to protect damage, to be honest. We're not in any war we're going to lose. We have a little bit of draw here. Opponent didn't predict into the Viego. The problem is that they are going to be drawing the Viego pretty quickly. Like now. Okay, so now they have the Viego. And because the opponent hasn't done like literally anything else this game, it gives me a hunch that they probably have their protection spells in their hand, right? So they're going to have their protection spells in their hand. It's actually kind of funny. It's a nice combo with this, but I don't think it's ever going to work. I think it's going to be probably Assembly Line is probably the best one here. Just so that we have fearsome blockers. This is a good draw. This is a very good draw. Because remember, it's going to get buffed by the Yoro Captain. So this becomes a 1-3 and this is going to become a 5-attack unit. Opponent actually goes for the Viego. I'm gonna do the Thermo. So the reason I'm gonna do the Thermo first is because it means that if the opponent has the Hourglass, right? Yeah, there you go. So they have the Hourglass. Cool. But now they don't have a good blocker here. Because if we attack first and the opponent blocks with the Chronomancer, they will always get a miss in return, right? So now the opponent doesn't get a miss. Now the opponent has to choose. Do I just take 6 damage here? Or do I block and lose the value from being able to get a Hydrobind? An encroaching miss. So again, we can put him on having almost all his protection. Wow, he decides to not do it. My only problem here is that we don't have anything else, right? Okay, alright. Well, we ended up getting the Senate Urchin. Oh, the only way that the opponent can kill this is by dragging with the Viego. So that's also a problem for them. We have a second Troll Shan. We got quite a bit of draw. So he's always gonna do it, right? So he's always gonna do it because he wants to start working on the miss. You know what? Let's take it. So the reason I first was gonna do the Fury of the North, but I almost forgot that the Viego actually gets more value here. Let's actually kill this. Let's actually let this go. This all become fearsome blockers, which are pretty good. Doesn't matter which one we do. We get the Caitlyn. We get the Caitlyn. We still have access to Troll Shan to save this unit. We'll have enough mana next turn to do this. Yeah, because he's gonna probably do Battle Piece. Ooh, Black Spear. I didn't expect the Black Spear to be a thing that this deck played. So Black Spears is something that we cannot defend against. Opponent short on units. Opponent short on units. Unless they get something from Glimpse here. There's a chance that he can beat us, by the way. Even with all the value that we got earlier, there's a very good chance that they can beat us. Like if they have Rider Negation, it makes our hand really awkward with the very nice, right? Yeah. So there you go. He goes for the Battle Piece here, giving himself another blocker that he can use next turn. My question here is, I wish I had that earlier. So if we do this, and we threaten the Fury, because we have Harsh Winds, right? We can threaten the Fury here. right? Which I think is the correct play. So I like threatening the Fury of the North here. And we also get access to Aftershock. If opponent wants to save this, they're going to have Quicksand. Or they're going to have another Hourglass. Or they could have the Vengeance. Quicksand. Okay, so it's going to be the Quicksand. We still keep our Caitlyn. I guess our Caitlyn doesn't stay alive. Then it's always going to be Trundle then, right? Then it's always going to be Trundle next turn. I mean, sorry, Trundle this turn. He's a fearsome blocker and he also gives us the pillar. Which is what we're looking for. To be able to get value from timelines. Yeah, so we just do the Trundle. The problem again is that this Viego is going to slowly start leveling up. The good thing is that we have a Trundle pillar. So we're going to actually be able to drag the Viego next turn. So we actually don't want to use the Ice Pillar right now. So I don't want to use the Ice Pillar right now. Because if we do the Ice Pillar right now, it means that we actually cannot drag that Viego. Can the opponent level up Viego? That's my problem. The Piltover stones are a little bit too expensive. They're a little bit too expensive. If the opponent has a Hydra right here, that is also a problem. Right? No. We don't do anything. We just pass. This is gonna be a miss. The opponent's gonna actually be able to go all the way to no, that's not right. I don't think that's correct by the opponent. The other question is, do we actually keep the Asmus, right? Do we keep the Asmus or do we actually block it? Because if we go down to 9, we're losing to an Atrocity. I guess we could do this, right? But then the opponent could have access to opponent could easily have access to Black Spear again. We can threaten the Aftershock. We can threaten the Aftershock. We might actually not be a bad idea. I'm gonna just Caitlyn first. By him attacking with the miss as well, it means that he's not able to get another miss next turn. Wait. He's trying to summon a second Viego. And once he does, we can punish it with the Piltovian. Yeah, wow. So then we have to shock. And we have to shock this. I guess the only problem now... So this does let him get another miss next turn, right? So now the opponent will be able to get another miss. His Viego resets to 0 though, right? Which is the good thing. Opponent has 1 card, so I don't think we need to play around as hard as we were playing around for Random Negation. However, because he was able to summon a new Viego, it doesn't count that another one has died yet. So it lets him summon this for free, right? Oh, it didn't hit the Viego. It would have been a lot better if that hit the Viego. I don't get the summon effect here. So it has to be this card then. That has the most stats. This does give everything -2. But that's not really going to help us because we don't have any fearsomes. There could have been a lot better units that we could have hit there. Again, we do have the freezes, which is pretty nice. And we do have the very nice. We do have the very nice, which is nice. This does get spell shield too, which is also nice. We don't have enough to actually kill the Viego here. Right? Because this is going to get 1, 2, 7. That's going to be 8. It's actually not enough to get the Viego. So do we need to bury nice right now? Why do we need to bury nice right now? Or still opponent to have the Random Negation? So if the opponent has the Random Negation here, I like the very nice right now. My concern here is the opponent's going to be able to level up Viego. I think this game is actually looking very bad for us now. We need to get other stuff. He actually has the right negation. Oh, Hourglass. That's not bad for me. Opponent still has to summon the Walking Sands, and that's only one blocker. And we still push a ton of damage. And then the only thing that the opponent has next on is Viego, who cannot attack or do anything. We actually just buff up the Caitlyn, in my opinion. Because opponent's always gonna be able. Opponent always blocking the Bandle Gunners, right? So I think I'm okay just buffing the Caitlyn. I guess we buff the Overwhelm. We always buff the Overwhelm. No, because I mean the Overwhelm is not gonna matter, right? Opponent's always just gonna block it with Viego on the future turn.
The answer's there. You'll find it.
Yeah, no, let's just do it like this. Let's just buff with the Trundle. So the opponent goes down to 3. If we get another get excited, opponent already use all 3 Hourglasses as well, right? So we can get excited. We can get Mystic Shot. So that's really close. I mean that's lethal with the elusive though, right? Which is what we care about. Opponent also, I mean the vulnerable doesn't matter. We have Trollshan here to protect that Trundle and put the Viego at low HP. So now the opponent doesn't even have a good Overwhelm blocker. So now the opponent doesn't even have a good Overwhelm blocker. We can actually even kill this with Mystic Shot. Do we threaten the Mystic here? I think we do. I think we threaten the Mystic. Opponent just attacked into us for no reason. So now they need to have the Rata negation. Otherwise they lose their second Viego. They already used, yeah, wow. So they literally have to use the Rata negation right there. Meaning that we still get a lot of value next turn. The Viego cannot block the Overwhelm, right? So the Viego cannot block the Overwhelm. Meaning that we're able to push that Overwhelm damage. We get a second Trundle. That's not what we're looking for. This guy's always gonna die, right? If we attack like this guy's always gonna die if we attack. So I think it's just like this. That will give us another Trundle though, right? Opponent's not able to block the elusive. Opponent already used one Quicksand. Already used Rata negation. This did allow this Trundle to get a little bit buffer, and this is lethal. Woo! We got there. Oh my goodness, that was close. That was close, actually. But yeah, but this is pushing 1 damage every single turn. Opponent will have leveled up that Viego this turn, right? So then that Viego will have become a really big issue. But they really just threw the game when they attacked into us last turn. Because it meant that we were able to block and threaten the Viego kill. And they had to use the Rata negation like that. So yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Annie Katarina. So I guess this player is just forgetting about the Ezreal and deciding that it's a lot better to just go for the Katarina. Do we want the Senate Urchin? I don't think we do. I think obviously we're gonna do the concurrent timelines. Trying to see if I can get something better. Like Spin and Seer is very good. But the problem I didn't want to keep the 1-drop is because they will be able to like yeah, timelines on 1. Timelines on 1, that's how it is. I guess technically, I mean, we can get a blocker for this if we get something that's 3 health. But it doesn't give us the option. In which case, let's do the Boomba Booms just so that we have the get excited target in our hand. A little bit unfortunate, we didn't really get anything with 3 health, so we're gonna have to go with the Jagged Taskmaster instead. It does mean that the opponent cannot block this, alright? So we can push 3 damage. We get the Trundle, which means that we're gonna have the Ice Pillar plus the Stairs combo. I'm okay taking that 3 damage. I'm completely A-okay. We can always get excited next turn. So I think let's just go ahead and do the Financier here. War Mother Skull. Wow. Wow. This is actually so tempting. No, that kind of goes against our deck though, right? That's kind of anti-synergy. It's kind of anti-synergy. This puts us in range of block, because the problem is that we want to summon the units that we get, right? So I guess let's just give it all. We're going to end up just throwing it out of the way anyways. The blue sentinel is great, because the blue sentinel means that if he ever dies, he gives us the extra mana. He's going to commit the mystic shot or the thermal that he got from the archivist. There we go. So we know that the opponent's going to get a mystic shot soon. We can commit to get it sided on the Annie if we feel like we need to. Although we probably want to keep it for Katarina, right? Because the opponent will not be able to attack with Annie anyways. Although we probably shouldn't let that Annie level up either. Oh, that's a good draw. That's a very good draw because it gives me a blocker. Huh. I wonder how he does that. I wonder if he commits to Disintegrate. Like if they have a Disintegrate in their hand. Oh, wow. Okay, well. I'll take that pass. Don't mind me. This dies to a static shot, so I think it's always better to just do the Keeper of the Mask. Although granting +2 health is not a bad thing, right? Let's do it this way. This has the most upside value if the opponent actually doesn't do anything. So if the opponent doesn't do anything to kill this, this has a decent upside. Oh, he's just gonna stun. So we're always gonna get excited at Annie then. You know, I didn't play around the stun spider, and that's probably my bad. Gotta go ahead and just go like this. I want to kill the Annie just to make sure that we don't lose to an Annie level up. The Tibbers could actually be pretty annoying. I'm gonna block this here. Technically, we lose some value, but it is what it is. The It That Stares can potentially kill the rest of his board whenever we feel ready to do it. And there you go. Opponent had the second Annie, so they did have the Disintegrate in their hand, technically. I don't think there's any need for us to do Trundle just yet. I think we can just go do it this way. Let's go this way, kind of. Oh, there we go. We get the combo. So we get the combo. We got the very nice combo as well. So next time we can do Trundle with 6 mana. Then on turn 8, we can actually do Burying Ice. That sounds pretty good to me. Katarina is kind of annoying though. It does let him attack twice. He got rid of the Blade's Edge. I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, I think I'm always okay with this. I think, again, he's going to get blown out by the Very Nice. Now, we are taking a lot of damage, which kind of sucks. But I think opponent's going to get blown out by the Very Nice. Very Nice into It That Stares. We do lose a lot of health, though, right? That was quite a bit of damage. Even if opponent kills the Trundle here, I'm completely okay with that. We got frozen the Katarina. There is a consideration that freezing the Katarina is always correct. I guess we can also block it, right? But I mean, we always block in here with one of the Flame Chompers. So that's okay. Opponent decides to go ahead with the Scorched Earth. Yeah. Like I said, I'm okay with the Trundle dying. I think I have to be okay with the Trundle dying. We let go of one of the Flame Chompers. And then we just pass next turn. So we open up with the pass. Especially now that we have Mystic. Because opponent cannot do anything. Opponent should know that we have the Very Nice in our hand. So they're not able to do anything. Which is just as good for us as if they had something to do or not. Because we can do this whenever we want. Right? Eventually opponent's going to have to do something. I guess we could literally attack. Okay, and if it goes like this, I think I'm fine taking these units. I think I'm okay taking the Katarina now. Because next turn we can do the It That Stares. Sorry, next turn we can do the Ice Pillar into It That Stares. And go like that. Let's get our 2 damage in. Opponent thinks they might have a chance. I don't think they do, because they're gonna get blown out. They're not gonna be able to deal with this combo, right? They shouldn't have a way to kill us from here. I mean, I guess they could potentially. Yeah, no, that's. I can't even get it. Oh. Because I don't get the summon effect, so it's always going to be Tiana. So it's always going to be Tiana since we don't get a summon effect. She's a tough unit. We have a challenger, by the way, so we can pull any unit away. And here we do obliterate all landmarks. And we kill his whole board. Opponent's passing, I don't know why. Like, I don't think, I don't know what he thinks, what they think. I don't know if they think that we were not going to have to hit that stairs. I guess you have to hope for it, right? You have to hope that the opponent doesn't have to hit that stairs. Oh no. This is just game then. This is just game. Wow. Opponent, we have challenger on the board. They need to have gotten the mystic shot for 2 mana, and they really showed us that they don't have it. So now we get to attack for a ton of damage. And that's lethal? I guess opponent could have the disintegrate combo right here to kill one of our units. That's going to be their out. Yeah, so there's going to be disintegrate. And then they get the tie bulk. And then we still have thermogenic beam for the tie bulk. Remind me, tie bulk has 6 health. So we can do first Financier and then thermal for 8. Yeah, so this is disintegrate. Opponent still took 10 damage. Which means that a mystic shot plus another get excited kills them. His units are not really doing that much. I mean, we're gonna just trade that here, right? Opponent could do the tie bulk right now. Ice Quake. Oh, there we go. We get Shock Blast. So now we don't even need to do anything. Now we just Shock Blast, right? We just Shock Blast and Mystic. And that's lethal. Boom. No need to risk anything. Let's just go ahead and finish the game right now and call it a day. I should have also Shock Blast the Financier, by the way, but the opponent has no way to heal here. So it's fine. The game was really over. There's no reason for us to have done it any other way. So yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Karma Kindred. So this is going to be very, very controlling game. They're going to have to deny. They have a lot of stuff. Oh, we have the combo. Wait a second. We got the combo here with the Revna and the concurrent timelines. In which case, I was thinking about keeping the thermal, right? I was thinking about potentially keeping the thermal as a way to be able to kill the Kindred. Maybe it's not necessary though. We gotta do it now so that we can play around an Amplify, right? So we gotta do it right now to play around an Amplify. Oh, that's a good draw. That's a very good draw. That's a very good draw. Wait. This is good, right? This is gonna grow because we're gonna discard with the Sunny Urchin. So this becomes a 3. Yeah, 3/3. Let's just do it like this. So this becomes a 3/3. One could easily have battle fees. We get some additional draw. We can do a Financier next turn. Trundle turn 5. Revna turn 6. So Financier. Okay. Yeah, Financier, Trundle, Revna. I actually want to pass. Opponent should have so many ways to heal that it doesn't matter if we do the damage right now. You know what? Let's attack. Let's attack because I need to start baiting out his stuff. So if he does have a way to heal or something else, yeah, okay. At least we're forcing him to use a spell. At least we force the opponent to use a spell, which is what matters. Probably need to have the Shock Blast available for us. I like the Shock Blast. This is kind of funny here. The Burn Scry is kind of funny. This is the Grumble Slug. Just another unit that can attack. I'm okay taking the damage here. Question is, do we summon Trundle right off the bat? I think we do. I think we summon the Trundle right off the bat. We got the Pillar plus Timeline combo. This is potentially pushing more damage. Now we are gonna probably have to give in. Oh wow. If he does it like this, I'm completely okay with this. Because if he blocks, he makes the Kindred vulnerable to a Mystic Shot. So now the opponent needs to be careful about that, especially if they go like this. So now we can just do this. So he gave us the Kindred for free. I'll take it, and we still push another 5 damage. Opponent's down to 10 HP. And now we summon the Revna, which buffs our whole deck, and everything else is gonna go pretty big. We eventually is gonna have the timeline. Eventually we're gonna have the timelines in the field. Let's go ahead and do it right now, because it's very likely we get a very good unit here, right? Agger has Overwhelm plus. Oh wow, we got a second Trundle. This is not bad. I guess he could attack, right? He doesn't need to. Ooh. Trundle is nice. Let's do Financier first. Give it all. Bone Crew Rookie. Alright. Let's do Financier first and let's do Trundle second. The reason I want to do it this way is in case the opponent has like a Ruination right here. Although I guess if they have Ruination, having double Trundle is crazy in this deck. Because now we can literally just be like, wow. Oh, it's funny. He says that this guy's buffed it. He says that this guy's buffed it even though it was not like that. I don't think we actually summoned the Trundle. So I actually don't think we summoned the Trundle. I think we just attack. Because the best thing that he can do is Ruination, right? He's not going to have a good blocker to go with. Wither and Miss. So do we Trundle now? Do we Trundle now? We do, right? Opponent doesn't have the mana to actually bang against the Trundle. So it makes sense to just Trundle right now. This is pushing 6 damage. I guess opponent could easily just block with the Aristocrat. But they're gonna have to sacrifice their Kindred to stop themselves from taking too much damage. I guess they decided not to. Wow, and you're not blocking the Trundle. Why? 5 mana? Oh, Willow Bionic. 3, 6, 7. Wait, he just gave us another pillar. We have timelines. We have timelines, which means that each pillar becomes a bigger unit. And opponent just gave us the next one. Wait a second. That's actually so bad for him. He just gave us a 3rd pillar. So now every turn, we're literally just going to do this. I feel like this is going to be too bulky in our... You know what? Let's go for the fun play. I was going to say, I think this is going to be a little bit too bulky in our hand. But I'll take it. I think all we have to do is probably just Trundle, right? We can also just do the Boom Baboon instead. We don't have to Trundle. We can Shock Blast. I think Shock Blast is fine. I think the Shock Blast is fine. Because the Shock Blast allows us to kill the Kindred, right? Because opponent probably doesn't want to do deny right now. Opponent's down to 7 HP as well, right? So if we Shock Blast the Kindred, I'm pretty sure the opponent has Ruination in their hand, but it's Aqua for them to do it now, right? It's Aqua for them to do it now. Obviously, the benefit of the Trundle is that you get the Overwhelm, the level up in the Trundle, but we also have a full hand, right? So if we play Trundle, we risk overdrawing next turn. This is a tough decision for the opponent. So that's why I think we do go for the Shock Blast. We go for the Shock Blast and we'll have the Boom Baboon available as well. And I'm gonna go for the Nexus. I guess technically, yeah, I'm gonna go for the Nexus. Technically, it's better to do it like this, though, right? Yeah, I think technically it's always better to get rid of the blocker. think it's always ready to get rid of the blockers. So let's see. Does the opponent do the deny right here? Maybe they rage quit. Maybe they rage quit because they knew they realized how much they messed up by doing the ice pillar. That's unfortunate. This was shaping out to be a good game, so it's unfortunate. Oh wait, no, okay, they just have a second Kindred. Huh. Okay. I like the Boom Baboon here. 3, 6, 7, 8. I like the Boom Baboon here. We can do the ice pillar. Opponent's not able to do a ruination, right? Because if they do a ruination, they still get hit by the Trundle. Okay, they have to ruination though, right? If we summon this, then the opponent has to ruination. I'm gonna go ahead and do it like this. The opponent has to ruination right here, or they could have a vengeance. The Kindred got reset. They actually go ahead and don't do anything. That's crazy to me. Because this is gonna be lethal. We can pull this one right here, and it will still kill it, because he's doing 2, by the way. Opponent needs to have the vengeance to be able to kill this Dreadway. But the vengeance might not be enough. Because the vengeance is only going to kill 1 unit. So the vengeance is only killing 1 unit, it's not killing 2. They're still going to lose their Kindred. And this is still 8. And we even have 3 sisters. Yeah, there you go. So they have the ruination in their hand. For some reason, I guess they thought I was going to develop more when I have a full board, which is never going to happen, right? So yeah, because they knew we had the Trundle in my hand. So maybe they were trying to get us to make big greedy. So yeah, GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. A little bit less games than I usually do because I think every game ended up being a little bit longer and they ended up being really, really good games. So, you know, only got to showcase 4 games instead of my usual 5, but I think you guys are fine with that because of how exciting those games were. In terms of mulligan, obviously, always timelines. I think with this deck, I really like just hard mulliganing for timelines if I can, just because of how powerful timelines can be with the rest of our deck. Now, if you are going against something like aggro or something that you need to react to quicker, then obviously you start keeping your mystics, start keeping your early blockers, depending on the matchup. But almost 90% of the time, you're going for full mulligan for the timelines. If you already have 1 timeline in your hand, then you want to keep stuff like the Financier or the Boom Baboon, and then even keep the Aloof Travelers. Like if I have a timelines in my hand and I have an Aloof Travelers, I'll keep them both. And obviously Trundle as well, right? You keep your Trundle because even though your early game might be pretty bad, it means that you end up having the Ice Pillar on turn A with timelines. So, you know, again, just play it by ear depending on the matchup and who you're going against. Aside from that, though, I mean, the rest of the deck, you kind of seals. You just get your cards later on and just kind of push a lot of pressure on the opponent from there. As always, if you like the content, please make sure to like the video below. You can also subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream every now and then. You can also find us on Twitter and Discord. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this game, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.